What a great movie that is. And you know, it's a movie that was remade in 2007 with Russell Crowe playing Ben Wade and Christian Bale as Dan Evans. And a good movie, but I still like this original much better. And back with me is the man who picked it for us to see, Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, this is one of those movies where I loved the remake. The remake was perfectly fine, but the original still it just exists in its own universe. It's so perfect that and again, I mean, Glenn Ford in this movie, it's the most un-Glenn Ford performance I've ever seen. I can't believe he didn't play more villains. You know, really, because he plays against this very all-American looking image. But there's something really sly underneath the eyes and that smile of his. It's just really, wow, okay.
I also think that the black and white cinematography adds to the impact of this film.
Yeah, and
there's some movies that shouldn't be in color. They're not as effective in color, and I think this is one of those examples.
This especially adds to the idea of the dust and that everyone's waiting for rain. So it almost looks like the world is washed out. And the black and white makes it look overlit, so it almost looks like it's too sunny and hot. And the fact that it's, if I'm not mistaken, this is not a widescreen film, which I also think helps because it's very claustrophobic. They show you all this Western frontier. They show you the cattle and the cattle that he's rustling, and then they're confined in this room. And that's when the pressure starts up. And it's very shocking to see a Western where you realize, oh, they're kind of stuck in this very tight space. I don't see this a lot in Westerns. This is really amazing. And also, for any budding screenwriters, this is early Leonard. This is imagine young, hungry Elmore Leonard. I mean, when that guy was rich near the end of his life, he was still cranking out amazing stuff. Imagine him when he was trying to pay the rent. And really had to make a splash. This is just an incredible script.
Well, moving ahead, up next we're going to jump ahead 50 years to a movie that I suspect most people don't know, and we're delighted Patton is going to be introducing us to it.
Tonight on Turner Classic Movies, guest programmer Patton Oswalt takes us on The Wind Journeys. Then it's War for Two Neighbors in Ultra. And Bob Hope and Bing Crosby are on The Road to Bali.
Step inside the TCM vault to discover a treasure trove of classic films available.